YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Barber coming back at you with another haircut tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be doing a crop top with a skin fade. So I like to begin each cut by brushing or combing out my client's hair. Shout out to Still 2 Comb for this dope comb you see me using. And all I'm trying to do is just get the hair to lay in its natural direction. So now that I got the hair laying down how I want it to, I'm going to take my ANDIS T outliner with the GTX blade, and I'm going to begin to set my first guideline, which is going to be my bald guideline. So now that I got my bald guideline set, I'm now going to take my BABYLISSPRO Gold Foil FX02 and I'm going to completely bald out that guide. And when I get towards the top of the guideline that I did set, I'm going to use that flick out motion because I want to demonstrate a smooth transition from completely bald to stubble, because later on that's going to help my fade pop. Now that I got everything balded out, I'm going to take my WAHL magic clip with the original fade blade with the lever open, and I'm going to begin to set and create my next guideline. Alright, so now that my guideline's been set with the lever open, I'm now going to close my lever and I'm going to begin to blend out that guide. And little by little, I'm going to open my lever as I go up. And each time I do that, you're going to notice that that guide's moving up with me. But that's okay, because that's exactly what I'm looking for. By the time I fully extend my lever and I'm back towards the top of that guide will be completely blended out. Now that I have that guide blended out, I'm going to take my WAHL #1 color guard with my WAHL magic clip, but this time I'm using my taper blade. So I'm going to come in with the lever fully open and I'm going to begin to create my next guideline. And I'm going to continue to give myself the same amount of space that I gave myself with the previous guide. That way I keep everything consistent. Just like the previous guide, once my guide has been set with the lever fully open, you're now going to see me close my lever and begin to blend from the bottom of that guide right back up towards the top of that guide. This time I'm going to keep my lever closed, and the one closed typically leaves some weight behind, but that's okay because I'm going to show you how to remove that right now. So I'm going to take my WAHL half color guard with the lever open, and right where I just showed you, that was the weight that was left behind. So I'm going to begin to attack that weight. So I'm going to come in with the lever fully open right above where you see that weight. And I'm going to remove it with the fade down process. So you're going to see that I close my lever as needed until that guide's completely blended out.
Dirty governments like this one deserve to be taken over.
Alright, so now that I have that guide blended out, I'm going to take my WAHL 1.5 premium guard with the lever open. And this time I'm not trying to set any guide in, so I'm going to use that flick out motion when I get towards the top of that length of the hair. and this is going to be a crew cut. So by me using that flick out motion, if it does set anything in, it's going to set it softly and it'll be easy to remove. So once I come in and I clean up with the lever fully open, just like the previous guides, I'm now going to close my lever and begin to blend from the bottom of that guide right back up towards the top where I just left off with the lever fully open. So I noticed a little bit of weight left behind right where I'm showing you, so I'm going to come back in with my WAHL #1 color guard with the lever open, and just like we did with the half guard, I'm going to use that fade down process. So I'll come in with the lever open, I'll close it as needed until that guide's completely blended out. So now that my blend's coming together, you're going to see that I'm wetting the top of the hair, prepping it for shear work, and I prefer to do my shear work while the hair is wet because I feel like it allows me to have a little bit more control over the hair. And so if your preference is to do shear work with dry hair, then that's what I suggest you do. Again, this is just a preference thing. And my client, all he's asking for is finger length left on top. Aside from the bang area, he likes his fringe area or the bang area, the front of his hair, to be a little bit longer. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm separating his bang area basically from the area that I want to cut. And so I don't need to cut in sections here with guides because I know that it's only going to be finger length. And so all you're going to see me do is basically pull up the hair, make my cut, re-pull up the hair right behind that, make my cut, and I'm going to do that throughout his whole haircut. Before I let you ride out to this dope beat, I just want to say shout out to Tito Beats for this dope beat. Again, I appreciate you, my boy. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. I really feel like your beats set a really dope tone and vibe to my haircut tutorials, which make it a lot easier to rock from the beginning to the end. So I appreciate you, my boy. I also want to say shout out to Barber. They just hit 10K. That's super dope, man. If you guys don't know who they are, go check their channel out, man. They're super dope. One of my favorite things about watching their channel is the way they talk. They're not from the US, and so that might sound kind of funny, but I legit feel like I could just listen to those dudes talk all day. And I also want to say shout out to my boy Big Al over at Big Al's Barbershop channel. If you guys don't know who he is, make sure you check him out. Really cool old school dude. He's super dope. I don't want to say he's old school like he's old. I just want to say he's old school like he's been in the game for a minute. So if you want to tighten up on learning how to obtain and run a successful barbershop, I'd advise you guys to check his channel out. And I also want to say shout out to my winners so far. I haven't sent anything out, and initially my thought process behind it was I'm gonna give this out so quickly that I'm gonna ship everybody's stuff at one time, and it's kind of been the opposite of that. So I want to apologize for those of you who have won my gift away and haven't received anything yet. Just know that your boy really is gonna send it. I'm gonna announce a winner to my shaver here probably towards the end of this video, and once I announce that winner, tomorrow Saturday, it's 420, and I'm gonna drop this video. Happy 420 to everybody who chooses to celebrate it, and I'm gonna make sure to go ahead and get everything sent off tomorrow. So again, I appreciate all you guys, man. I just hit 8,000 subscribers, which is really dope. I feel like in my last video I just announced that I hit 7,000, so I'm hitting it by the thousands, y'all, and it's feeling really good. So I appreciate you guys' support. I'm gonna let y'all ride out to this beat for a minute. Oh, I just lost track. Here we are doing some clipper over comb. Apparently I was done with my shear work and I noticed a little bit of weight, and so what I'm doing is I'm using a little bit of clipper over comb technique to knock some of that weight off. Right here I'm still noticing a slight bit of weight, not enough that my clipper over comb is doing anything, so I'm going to take my thinning shears, so I could attack it just in that little area, and clearly you could see I got rid of it. Right here I'm applying some product. This is Big Sexy Powder Play. It's a texturizing powder. It's pretty dope, man. It gives a matte finish look, and that's something my clients like, so I really enjoy using it. Here is a look at the final cut, y'all. If you got anything useful out this, I ask that you smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, I suggest you stick around. It's only gonna get doper from here. I appreciate y'all. Be blessed and be a blessing. I'm out. I know, and how you gonna end the video without announcing the winner? The winner is Daniel Morales. I appreciate you, my boy. Be blessed.